Hi, happy Monday. Good morning. Dr. Crystal here with your Monday motivational moment. I hope you guys are off to an amazing start to your week. I have a whole list of things that I need to do and get accomplished, but I wanted to just take a minute to pop in to check in and to see how you guys are doing and to just share a quick motivational moment with you. And today I kind of entitled it, right? Lessons from the chair. So, my husband and I, we're in the process of renovating two rooms in our home, major renovation, top to bottom, right? Well, the lessons from the chair goes to this chair that we've had. Our son is 21, so we attained this chair probably about a year and a half before he was even born. And the person that we got the chair from, I think she had the chair for about 10 years prior to that. So let me just give you a little brief history about the chair before I go into this lesson that I learned, amazing lesson from the chair, right? So we were doing this yard sale, right, to raise money for a special missions contribution for our church. And like I said, this was way back 1998. Our daughter was little. So we all put together, brought out things that we wanted to sell to raise money to put towards the missions contribution. So the yard sale was in our neighborhood. We kind of lived in these townhomes that had this cul-de-sac, so there were a lot of people. Anyway, so everything sold that day except this chair. And the sister who the chair belonged to, at the end of the day, she said, I'm not taking it back home. And I was like, well, it's a nice chair. I like it. And she said, well, if you like it, you keep it. So again, this was like 1998, somewhere around that time frame. So we took it. So from having that chair that day, I want to say we moved 2 or 3 times from the time we acquired the chair. So we moved into another apartment, then we moved into a home, then we moved into the home that we've been in now for about 16 years. But anyway, so we had this chair. This chair has been following us along as we do life. My son, he's known this chair his entire life, right? 21 years. The chair gotten a few rips in it, so kind of moved it from the main area, pushed it off to the side, just could not bear to get rid of this chair. Then it got to the point where we kind of relegated it to its own little corner, started putting, things on it. Oh, it was the catch-all chair. And then finally, it ended up just pushed away in storage, tucked away in the back. Well, now here we are doing this major home renovation. And my husband is like, okay, what are you going to do with this chair, Crystal? So I'm like, well, I'm not going to get rid of it. I cannot get rid of this chair. So I have an amazing friend who does upholstery work. So I was like, hey, girl, I have this chair. I'm going to send you a picture of the chair. If I send you a picture of this chair, can you reupholster it for me? And she was like, yeah, sure, send it to me. So I sent it to her. We get all the things we need for the chair. I dropped the chair off at her house. And then she texts me, right? And she's like, Dr. C, we're going to need this. And as I take it apart, I see we need that. And I'm like, okay, this chair is becoming more than it's worth, right? With the expense that we're having to put into doing this chair. So I was like, you know what? Let me talk to my husband, see what he says. So I talked to him and he was like, no, if you want it, babe, just get whatever it is you need to do to have this chair redone. Just do it. So I call her back and I'm like, okay, let's just do it. So tell me everything I need to order, what type of fabric, everything. And so she gives me the list of everything else that I need. She says, I may pick up some things and I'll just tack it on to the end of your bill. I was like, okay, cool, fine. About an hour later, she texts me, right? And she's ripped off the bottom and starting to take off the back of the chair. And she's like, I Googled the chair. And she sends me the bottom of the chair with the maker of the chair. And she says, I Googled that chair. She said, right now, today, in the condition that it's worth $1,000. She said, so when you finish putting into it, you will have an amazing chair to match your new space. So why do I share that? I share that because so often we as people, right, we get so caught up in the new and we cast aside people, but we also cast aside our own dreams and our own hopes, those things that God instilled in us. When we start college, this is what we're going to do with our life, or when we start a new job or embark on our career, or when we have these visions that God has put in us, right, to make a difference in the world. The things that people may not want to be so quick to speak up about. You know, hey, I have this dream to start my own business, or I have this dream to really fight for this cause. But we tend to shrink back with those things because we wonder, how's it going to be received? And just like the chair, when it started getting its tears and turns and was relegated to the side, when we start to embark on our dreams and we hit a bump, we decide, I don't know, maybe I need to put this on the shelf, right? Or when we see other people living their dreams and stepping into spaces that we think were the things that we were supposed to fulfill, we shrink back. We relegate our dreams to the side. And we latch on to what's quick and what's easy. Kind of like my mindset with the chair, because at one point I told my friend, I was like, it'll be less expensive for me just to buy a new chair to put in that space. But had I done that and just trashed that old chair, I would have missed out on this beautiful antique. Guys, when I tell you, this chair is over 30 plus years old. It is an amazing, amazing chair. And I can't wait until she finishes it, because you can't find them in the stores. Sturdy, wood, high back, beautiful chair. Kind of like our dreams, right? When we sit back and we're in those moments and we're really thinking about our hopes and our dreams, aren't they beautiful? Aren't they amazing? So what I encourage you to do, the same way I had to take a deep breath and remember the fact that that chair had been with me for almost 30 years. Well, not with me, but been in existence for almost 30 years. It had been with me for about 22 years. I had to remember, don't give up. There's beauty that lies beneath. And that beauty can be brought out again with just the right touch. That's the same way with our dreams, guys. They can be revived. Never give up on the hopes and the dreams that God has placed in you. Always hold on. Always remember your why. When things get rough, when it looks like everyone else is succeeding and you're not, remember why you have that dream. Remember your purpose. Remember how you feel when you're in your moments, just you and God, and you're thinking about all that you can do with that dream He's put in you. Hold tight to it. So this has been Dr. Crystal with your Monday Motivational Moment. I hope you guys have a great week, and I hope you take a lesson from the chair as well. Have a good one, guys.